Morning students, myself Praveen Kumar Malik. First of all, welcome to my video channels. In previous video, we have learned about the compound interest. On that video, we have seen there are two methods to find out the compound interest. First method is that we have to find out the interest for the first year, and again we have to add that interest with the principal. That means we have to find out the amount of the first year, which will become the principal for the second year. And after that, again we have to find out the interest, and we have to add that interest with the principal of the first year. And after that, we will find out the amount of the second year, and which will become the amount of the third year. In this way, we have to continue. After finding the amount of some years, then we can find out the compound interest by subtracting the principal from the final amount. Okay, students. So in this way, we have to follow a different type of steps, more than one step or more than two steps. But there are also another method by which we can find out the compound interest, or we can find out the amount directly. And that formula I am writing here. That formula is amount is equals to principal into 1 plus r by 100 whole to the power n, where n representing the number of term, and the p is equals to principal, and r is equals to rate of interest. By using this formula, we can find out the amount directly, and after that, subtracting the principal from this amount, we can find out the compound interest. Okay, students. So in this video, we will learn the second part of the compound interest. Second part means that in this part we will learn how to find out the compound interest as well as amount if it compounded half yearly. So compounded half yearly, compounded annually, and compounded quarterly. What is the basic difference between these things? In compounded annually, we have already discussed. Compounded annually means the interest will be added with the principal after 1 year. After 1 year, only the interest will added with the principal to become the principal for the next year or the next term. In case of compounded half yearly, that means after half year one term will be completed. That means after half year the interest will added with the principal to become the new principal for the next term. Okay, students. That means in a year there are two terms. Okay, if compounded half yearly. In case of compounded quarterly, on that times, that means quarterly means 3 months. After 3 months, the interest will added with the principal to become the new principal for the second terms. Okay, students. And in this way, we have to calculate. Okay, students. So we have to use this formula, but some changes will be there. Okay, students. Here and this formula is. This formula is for compounded annually. Okay, student. Now for compounded half yearly. What is the formula? Amount equal to principal into 1 plus r by 200 whole to the power 2n. Why here become 2n's? Because you know that this is the n is the number of terms. In a year there are two terms. Okay, student. For that it became 2n. And why here r by 200? Because here rate is equals to given that rate equal to suppose 10% per annum. So in half year, we know that after half year, the interest will be added with the principal. So that means what is the rate of interest for half year? That means rate of interest for half year equal to how much? R by 2. So here R by 2 and 200. It will become R by 200. Okay, student. So in this way also we can find out the formula for the compounded quarterly. For compounded quarterly. And this formula will change to, so amount equal to principal into 1 plus R by 400 whole to the power 4n. Okay, student. Here quarterly means after 3 months one term will complete. In a year there are how many terms? The 4 terms will completed. So here 4n. Okay, student. So this is the formula for the compounded half yearly, and this is the formula for the compounded half yearly, and this is the formula for compounded quarterly. By using this formula we can find out the amount, and at lastly by subtracting the principal from the amount, that means compound interest. How can we find out? The compound interest will be by subtracting the principal from the amount. That means amount minus principal. Okay, student. In this way we can find out the compound interest. Okay, student. Here we have discussed how to find out the compound interest, if it compounded half yearly or it compounded quarterly. So now we will do some example. So find out, so here one example, find out the compound interest and amount for P equal to 10,000 rupees and R equal to 10% per annum for 1 year. For suppose we will write here for 1 year 6 months. For 1 year 6 months. Here principal is given, rate of interest is also given, and time is also given. But for it compounded annually. Compounded not annually, compounded half yearly. Compounded half yearly. So we have to find out the compound interest if it compounded half yearly. For the principal 10,000 rupees, rate at rate equal to 10% per annum for 1 year 6 months. So here we have to find out n equal to how much? 1 year 6 months. So n equal to how much? 1 year 6 months means it will be 1.5 year. 1.5 year. That means which is equal to 3 by 2 year. Okay, student? And the rate R equal to 10% and the principal equal to 10,000. So what is the formula? We have to find out the amount. So what is the formula? Amount equal to principal into 1 plus R by 200 whole to the power 2n, which is equals to 10,000 into 1 plus R by, R means what? 10. 10 by 200 whole to the power 2 into n equal to how much? 3 by 2. So 2 to cancel. So here 1 0 0 cancel, which is equals to 10,000 into 21 by 20 whole to the power 3. Okay, student. So when we find out this value, it will be 10,000 into, what is the value of 21 whole to the power 3? That means 21 into 21, 441. Again with 21. 21 ja 1 ja 21 1 carry 2. 21 4 ja 84 plus 2 86 carry 8. 21 4 ja 84 plus 8 92. 9261. That means 9261 divided by how much? 20 into 20 into 20, that means 8,000. Okay, 30 cancelled, and again 8 divided by 2, so 4, and this will be 5. So our result is how much? 5 1 ja 5, 5 6 ja 30, 0 carry 3, 5 2 ja 10 plus 3 13 carry 1, 5 10 ja 45 plus 1 46 by 4. Okay students, so we can find out it in decimal. So what is the result? 46305 divided by 4. So 4 1 ja 4, then 6, 4 1 ja 4, then 2 23, 4 5 ja 20, then 3 0, 4 7 ja 28, then 2 25, 4 6 ja 24, then 1 point 0 2, then 4 2 ja 8, then 2 again 0, 24 5 ja. This is our result, 11,576. Okay student, so amount is equal to 11,576 rupees 25 paise. Okay student, so here we have calculated the amount. So compound interest, which is equal to amount minus principal, which is equal to 11,576.25 minus 10,000, which is the result is equal to 1.576.25. This is our compound interest. So finally we can write that the compound interest after 1 year 6 months will be 1,576.25, and the total amount will be 11,576.25 paise. Okay student? Now again another questions we will do here by changing these things. For 6 months and compounded quarterly. If the question will be given compounded quarterly. Okay student? Now here we can see that the principal is equal to 10,000 and the rate is equal to 10% and time equal to n equal to how much? 6 months. 6 months means what? How many months? 6 divided by 12 is equal to 1 by 2 year. Okay student? And here compounded quarterly. Compound we can write here compounded quarterly. Compounded quarterly. So the formula of the amount is equal to how much? Principal into 1 plus r by 400 whole to the power 4n, which is equal to principal equal to 10,000 into 1 plus r equal to 10 by 400 whole to the power 4 into n equal to how much? 1 by 2. So here 2. So 1 0 cancelled, which is equal to 10,000 into 40 41 by 40. Okay student? So result equal to 10,000 into 41 to the 40 whole square. So it will become, so 41 into 41, what is the result? 1 1 ja 1681. Okay student? Divided by 1600. Okay, 20 20 cancelled. So 100 here 4 4 ja 425 ja. So 25 into 1681 by 4. The result is how much? 25 into 1681. So what will the result? 420. 420 420 25. So result will be how much? This much, 400 1680 400 yes, divided by 4. So our result is how much? 4 1 ja 4, then 2 0, 4 5 ja 20, again 0. Here we will divide it. Then again 25, 4 6 ja 25, 1.25. This is our the amount. This is the amount after 6 months. Okay student? So we have got the amount, the value of the amount is 10,506 rupees 25 paise. So we can find out the compound interest, which is equals to amount minus principal, and your amount equal to 10,506.25 minus 10,000, which is equals to 506.25. That means 506 rupees 25 paise. So we can write the final statement. Always I am telling you, always write the final statement. So what is the final statement or final answer? After 6 months, the compound interest of the given question will be 506 rupees 25 paise, and the amount, total amount will be 10,506 rupees 25 paise. In this way, we can find out the compound interest if it compounded quarterly or if it compounded half-yearly. This is very important question. Sometimes very important questions. This type of questions are always coming in the examinations. Okay, student. Now, another things that we will read: successive interest. Successive interest. What is the meaning of the successive interest? That means if the rate of interest will change after some years. Okay, student. For an example, suppose I have taken some money from, suppose I have borrowed some money from my friends, and my friends told me that I will take the interest. I will take the interest as a compound interest, not the simple interest. Of which, for the first year, I will take the 10% compounded interest, and after 1 year, that means for second year, I will take 15% interest, and for the third year, I will take 20% interest. That is, this type of interest is known as successive interest. So in this way, in this type of questions, how can we solve or how can we find out the amount or the compound interest? Okay, student. So if the rate of interest will change, will not same for every year, then this type of interest is called as successive compound interest. For example, for first year rate equal to 10%. Suppose I will treat it R1. For the second year, R equal to 15%. We will treat it R2. For the third year, rate equal to 20%, which will be treated as R3. Then the amount after 3 years, how can you find out? Principal into 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100. Okay, student? And if it is given for the fourth year, if the rate of interest is any other interest, suppose 22% or 20% or 18%, then again we can continue these things. Okay, students? So in this way we have to calculate. And here the compound interest calculated in compounded annually. Okay, student? So if these things will if the time will change, then how we will write the formula. This is for every year. If every year the rate will change. If every year the rate will be changed. That means For the first year, the rate is 10%. For the second year, rate is 15%. For the third year, rate is 20%. Here we can see that every year the rate is changing. Suppose another questions I am writing here. For first year, rate equal to this much. Okay. For first 2 year, suppose 2 year. Okay. Then for third and fourth year, rate equal to this much. And for fifth year, the rate is this much. Then how can we calculate? So again, principal amount is equal to how much? Principal into 1 plus R equal to how much? 10. We can write here R1 by 100. Here how many years? For first 2 years. That means first year, second year. So here 1 plus R1 by 100 whole to the power 2. Because here year number of year equal to 2 years into 1 plus R2 by 100. Here also how many years? For 15% for how many years? 2 years. So here 2 years. And into 1 plus R3 by 100. And this percentage is for how many years? 50 years. So that is 1 year. Okay, student. So in this way we can find out. Okay, students. So now we have discussed the all types of the things which are related to compound interest. Okay, students. Now we will do some questions and some different types of questions, so which can come in your examinations. Suppose find the amount and the compound interest. Find the amount and compound interest on 2000 rupees for 3 years. 3 years. The rate are 10% for first 2 years. And student, here it is given that find the amount and the compound interest on 2000 rupees for 3 years. The rate are 10% for first 2 years and 12% for rest year. Okay. So here it is principal equal to given how much? 2000 rupees and rate equal to 10% for 2 years and 12% for how many years? Because we have to find out the compound interest for 3 years and 10% for 2 years. That means rest years how many rest are there? So rest are 1 year. So we have to apply 12% for 1 year and rate time equal to 3 years. Okay, student. So now amount. What is the formula for the amount? Principal into 1 plus 10 by 100 whole to the power how many years? 10% is applicable for 2 years. So 2 into 1 plus 12 by 100 whole to the power how many years? 12% is applicable for 1 year. Okay, student. So which is equals to here 0 0 cancelled and 2 12 4 3 ja 4 25 ja. So principal equal to how much? 2000 into This is your 10 by 100 means 1 by 10. So it will be 11 by 10 whole to the power 2 into 25 plus 3, 28 by 25 whole to the power 1. Finally, 2000 into 11 by 10 whole square means 121 by 100 into 28 by 25. Okay, student? Here 20 cancelled and 5 ja 25, 5 4 ja 20. Okay, student? So now we have to find out the product of 4 into 121 into 28, which is 28 into 4, which is equals to how much? 2, 4 8 ja 32, 3, 4 2 ja 8 plus 3, 1 1 2 into 1 1 121. The result is how much? 2 3 2 1. Again 2 2 plus 1 3, 1 plus 1 2 1. Again 2 2 plus 3 5, 2 plus 3 5, 2 plus 1 3 1 1 3 5 5 2. So here the result is 1 3 5 5 2 divided by 5. Okay, student? So by dividing by 5 we can convert it in decimals. 1 3 5 5 2 divided by 5. The result is 5 2 ja 10, then 3 35, 5 7 ja 35, again 5 5 1 ja 5, again 2 0. So 0.24. Okay, student? So result is 2710.4 rupees. Okay, student? So amount equal to 2710.4 rupees. Okay, student? So here we can find out the compound interest. What is the formula for the compound interest? Compound interest equal to amount minus principal, which is equals to 2710.4 minus 2000 rupees, which is equal to 710.4 rupees. Okay, student? So here final statement that we can write that after 3 years the compound interest will be 710.4 rupees, where the total amount will be 2710.4 rupees. So here we have discussed all type of questions which are related to compound interest. Okay, students? I think we have finished all the chapters of the things which are belong to the profit and loss, and I hope that you have understood all the things and all the fundamentals properly. And if you have any doubts or if you have any problems, then you can ask me in this number. My mobile number is 8249046718, and also you can give some comments about my video, or if you have any doubts or problems, then you can comment your questions in comment box also. Okay, students? So my humble request to all of you, first watch this video properly and completely. If you will not completely watch it, then it is so difficult for you to understand. Okay, students? So at last I want to tell you one more thing. Please subscribe my channel so that when I will upload the next video, then you can get the notification of it. So please subscribe the channels and press the bell icons. Okay, students? And lastly, thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.